Richard Thys warned that the European Union could use the Brexit deal on the transition period to push the UK into an agreement binding the country closer to the bloc. Mr. Thys, the co-chairman of the Leave Means Leave campaign, argued that the transition deal helps Brussels maintain the status quo, something Brexiteers fear could force Britain more aligned to the bloc than expected after the Brexit vote. He said, "It's not even a transition. It's an extension of the status quo for 21 months. My fear is the EU will use the transition template as the basis of the future trade deal." Sky News, Getty Brexit News. Richard Thys said he fears the EU could exploit the transition deal. "We've got to be prepared to walk away if that's the case, because frankly there are too many compromises being talked about." Last week Britain and EU agreed on a Brexit transition deal, paving the way for future UK-EU trade talks after EU leaders formally backed the agreement at a summit in Brussels. EU Commission leader Jean-Claude Juncker said the guidelines were adopted by EU leaders in under half a minute. But Mr. Thys dismissed talks of progress, saying the only offset of the Brexit transition deal is Britain's newly acquired ability to strike trade deals with third parties during the transition period. "My fear is the EU will use the transition template as the basis of the future trade deal." Richard Thys speaking to Talk Radio, Mr. Thys continued, "The only offset is frankly the ability to negotiate trade deals. We are where we are, but the real battle is in the next 6 months. There's plenty of opportunities from Brexit, but only if we do a sensible deal." EU leaders agreed that the transition period would start after the Brexit deadline on March the 19th next year, and would last until the end of 2020. During that time period, Britain's membership of the single market and customs union will be frozen, giving businesses time in preparation for the UK exit, but the country will give up its EU voting rights. The deal also laid bare the bones of the future UK-EU relationship, including cooperation on security, foreign policy and crime, and a free trade agreement.
Thanks you for watching. Please subscribe News to You channel. Goodbye and see you again.